Hello ladies and gentlemen, hi guys and girls, and welcome to day 16 of the Puzzle Advent Calendar, the 3x3x9 axis cube. So this puzzle was built from a Wheaten 3x3x9, and I basically made a hexagonal bipyramid out of it and then extended it back into a cubic shape. I started the build on the 7th of December, so the day after the Gingerbread Man 2x2x4 was released, and I'm super proud of being able to build this puzzle in 8 or 9 days, let's say. So just like in the last one, I will talk you through the building process and then do a scramble and not a solve this time, because I can't solve the 3x3x9 and I don't even think I could solve a 3x3 axis cube that easily. So it's going to be just a scramble this time. Enjoy the build! So to start everything off, we first had to take our 3x3x9 and de-sticker it completely, because stickers are just in the way. Then I took some masking tape and put it on the puzzle. That is for two reasons. First of all, it keeps the layers from misaligning, and also we can see how far we have to sand the puzzle down. I took it over to my disc sander and started sanding the surfaces or the corners of the pieces down, so that I would get the hexagonal bipyramid shape, because that's what we need to do first. Here is one of the cuts, and I would have to do that 6 times all around the puzzle. Here is one cut where we still have to make, and this is the puzzle with all the 6 cuts. So the next step would be to fill all of the pieces up. So I disassembled the puzzle, mixed up some epoxy sculpt, a 2-part epoxy putty that hardens after 30 minutes in the oven at 50 degrees Celsius. And I started filling all of the pieces up, and the difficult part for this was that the undersides of the pieces would have to be sanded flat. So all of the pieces are hollow obviously, but they didn't have any caps on it. Well, I guess for a 3x3x9 you'd have like 90 caps or 80 caps or stuff like that. So they just made them hollow with holes going down. So I sanded down the mechanism parts so that I could assemble the puzzle once again. And then took some 40 grit sandpaper and my metal ruler and started sanding the surfaces down again. It's important to make a good hexagonal bipyramid first, because the axis cube that you're going to build from it is just going to get even more distorted. You just have to work really precise, otherwise the axis cube you end up with has some 59mm edge length on one side and 57 on the other, for instance. For extending the pieces, I made an experiment and tried fix-it sculpt for the first time. It's almost the same as epoxy sculpt, but it's supposed to harden a bit better and be easier to form or get into a good shape. So these were all of the pieces now, and the next step was to sand down the mechanism parts, as I say once again, so the back sides of all of the pieces that would touch when you assemble the puzzle. And that's what it looked like with the extensions on, and I just had to sand them down on a disc sander once again. Here is the puzzle where all the 6 sides are sanded down. You can almost get a feel of the shape, but I needed to extend way more. So I mixed up some more fix-it sculpt and started extending the pieces once again. If you sand down the pieces just a little bit, you already have like sort of guidelines where to extend to. So for me it's the easiest if I do it in smaller steps, like 3 or 4 extending steps instead of one big one. It just works out better for me. So this was the puzzle now after the second extending job. And now we would have to sand it down again. I did this on the disc sander too, and partly with my metal ruler. But the platform on the disc sander, I could set it to 90 degrees or 0 degrees and get the perfect cubic shape like that. Or it helped me get a better shape, let's say it like that. So after the third time extending, these were the pieces, and the couple on the left side there didn't need any more extending. So I thought this was it, just sanding down more and we have the perfectly cubic puzzle. But it turns out about 3 or 4 of the pieces would need to be extended a bit further out, and also some of the where the extension and the original piece meet, they weren't smooth at all, so I decided to fill them up just a tiny bit more, sand it down and then round them off. So here is one of the corner pieces before rounding off, and now you can see the big difference it makes. It just evens the puzzle out a bit more, and it just looks way better if you round off all of the edges of your cubies. So here is the assembled puzzle. Looks really good in my opinion. Then I spray painted the puzzle black, and it was just time to cut stickers and apply my logo that I got from OGRE Stickers. I got like 120 or 150 logos cut from him. And also I would like to mention, tomorrow's video is going to be from KSCuber. He's going to present a puzzle from Luke Threatt. Also shoutouts to Space Coast Cuba for making my intro. So overall, I'm super happy with the build. So let's try to scramble it a little bit and see what it can do. Or maybe let's do a checkerboard first. So that's the checkerboard pattern right here. This already looks super confusing, but let's just scramble it up completely. So here is the puzzle now in the scrambled state. Do you know the feeling when you made a mistake? I think I know the feeling now. So I will disassemble this, assemble it correctly again, and then take some more pictures. I hope you enjoyed the builds I provided for the puzzle advent calendar, and it was a lot of fun for me, and I really enjoyed the people, working with the people and just discussing ideas. So thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.